Hey, we are talking about some soccer today. Welcome to Ready Bet Action. We have a couple international soccer tournaments going on. Actually, a lot of international soccer tournaments going on right now. We're talking about two in particular today, both on the club level and with some international teams. We're also talking about some younger international teams today as well. Have some soccer picks for you. Slow sports season. Last game of the NBA Finals is tonight. That kind of is going to mark the end of major professional sports until August. And for all you baseball fans, yes, I do not include baseball as a current relevant major national sport anymore. Really, unless your team's really good, we're not talking about baseball. So anyways, I'll get off that tangent. And Stefan, what are you most looking forward to this weekend?
I'm looking forward to the under 21 Euro Championship. So it's the quarterfinals. We've got France versus Portugal. Nope, we've got the Netherlands versus Portugal. We've got France versus Denmark. We've got Italy versus England, and we've got England versus quarterfinals. I'm getting them all confused. But that starts this weekend. That starts Saturday, so I'm super excited for that. There's a lot of really exciting players in this tournament. The under 21 teams, there's no major like World Cup, anything like that. So they've got the opportunity to play for their country here. And so a lot of these players do also play for the senior team, and they're just playing for the under 21s for this tournament. So very fun, very excited for it. The Dutch were like one of the favorites, and they barely squeaked into the quarterfinals. I don't expect them to have a great result against Portugal. They're underdogs, but with the value there, I do kind of like it. But I'm not betting on that game. So yeah, I'm excited for it. That's my favorite thing for the weekend.
Love it. That's gonna be awesome. I'm watching some CONCACAF Gold Cup. Is it good this year? No. Do I watch it every time anyways? Yes, every time. We'll just dive right into that, and I'll talk about kind of my views on the Gold Cup and CONCACAF in general. If you need like a quick CONCACAF history lesson, you really have you have two teams at the top who always win it all the time, USA and Mexico. Then you kind of have a next tier of teams. That's the Costa Ricas, now Canada, which didn't used to be the case. You have Jamaica, Panama puts together some good teams. And then you kind of have the rest, so the Dominican Republics, Curacao, Guadeloupe. And it's really easy to make money on these. Of course, I'm going to jinx it now coming onto the show. I've been making a lot of money on these. And so that's generally how the CONCACAF Gold Cup works. It's a very predictable tournament typically. Like if you go look at the history winners, it's either US or Mexico for like ever. And so it's actually a really good opportunity to make some money depending on what you're picking here. So let's dive in right away. I'll be quick. We're going to do a parlay. We're going to take two teams on the money line. So we have let me make sure I got the right teams playing the right folks. I got Jamaica playing Guadeloupe. Which I'm pretty sure I'm actually saying correctly, even though it doesn't feel like it. Jamaica actually has not played very well, or did not play very well in their first game. They play their second game tomorrow night on a Friday, and this should be a win for them, if not multiple goals. They had 0 last, but Jamaica is just that tier above kind of the bottom of CONCACAF, so it's good to bet against those teams. And I'm going to add them. I'm going to take Canada against Curacao. Curacao is like a population of like 30,000 people or something crazy that has like not a lot of soccer talent, and Canada's a heavy favorite.
Any of their great soccer players go play for the Dutch.
Exactly. So, exactly. You have a lot of that too. A lot of players from like Haiti, like their best players will be French players, or like they have those opportunities. So Jamaica money line plus Canada money line gets you to a nice minus 114. So we're just taking top or second tier CONCACAF teams against just the bottom of the barrel there. Next, we have like a top tier team in Mexico. So Mexico, we're going to take them just to win straight up against Costa Rica. Now it's minus 175. So is the juice good? No, but Costa Rica is kind of more of that second tier. I've actually watched both. I've actually made some money betting on Costa Rica, but they've been pretty lucky and have played two pretty poor games. against teams that they shouldn't have had that hard of a time against. So Mexico, just in the Gold Cup, is always hosted in the U.S. And Mexico is more of a home team in the Gold Cup than the United States is. Like their fans they're playing in Texas right now. Like they're in the Dallas Cowboys Stadium. It is just full of Mexican flags. It is just like a giant Mexican home game. So give me a Mexican home team. Mexico money line at Costa Rica at -175. That's it. That's my CONCACAF rundown.
I like it. CONCACAF is crazy, man. It's
hard to watch.
Brutal.
It's hard to watch.
Yeah. USA plays Saudi Arabia tonight. I do have USA as part of a money line parlay right there. So that's super fun. All right. I'm going to stay in the United States. I'm going to go to our Club World Cup. So this is the first time this is happening. And it's kind of cool. Like I was talking with my young kid about it, and they're all about like the badges and stuff like that on the jerseys. And it's kind of interesting. The winner of this inaugural Club World Cup is going to get to have the patch on their jersey forever, basically. So it's pretty cool. This first round has been pretty interesting. A few upsets. Flamenco and Chelsea both are coming off wins. That's the game I'm going to target right here. We're going to take Chelsea on the money line because you can get it at +105 against Flamenco. Flamenco, again, a Brazilian team. And they do have some good players. Jorginho, who played for Arsenal last year, is on their squad. They have some other decent names, but Chelsea really is gearing up for what they're hoping is going to be a Champions League season. They just purchased Liam Delap, so they're going to try to get him out in space with Madueke and Cole Palmer leading the attack. So they're going to bring it. I expect this to be a pretty fun game. I could see there being some goals in this one. But I'm just going to take Chelsea on the money line because it's that good value at +105. I don't feel like I need to add to it. But I wouldn't mind a little ladder up some goals in this one as part of a same game parlay too, if the spirit moves you. Next, sorry,
we talk about the Holy Spirit a lot on this podcast.
Back to our good old days. Next, let's go over to the Euro 21 Championship, where at some point I did talk about all the matches being played here. So this game is being played on Sunday, the third game in the quarterfinals. And I'm going to take France on the money line versus Denmark. Denmark did win their group in first place, but that was because they beat the Netherlands in a huge upset. And the other two teams, Finland and Ukraine, were not very strong. So Denmark ends up winning this group, even though they are not the best team in this group. And they have to play a really, really tough France team. If you look up and down France's roster, there's just so much talent here. France is arguably, France and Spain are the two best soccer nations in the world right now, which it, hurts me to say that. But the reason why is because they develop talent at a young age. I mean, Doué, who scored that brace in the Champions League, is just like 23, 24 years old. Like the France is young. France is talented. They've got a lot of guys on this team that if you haven't heard about yet, you will soon. So we're going to take France on the money line. I think the juice isn't great. I think it's like -150. But again, with it being a quarterfinal, I could see the bit cagey. So I don't want to bet a goals angle on this. So I'm just going to play it straight up and, maybe add an extra half unit to my bet so that the payouts about the same. But,
I like that. I like the idea of adding a little more of a unit if you're confident in it. If like the payout's not going to be great. I have to do the same thing for my Mexico pick.
This is so funny. I was talking to a buddy the other day, and he bets based on the line. So if it's like -114, he's betting $114. If it's -125, he's betting 100 because he wants to win $100 on his bet. So the line determines how much he bets.
That he has to have that like number. No, I'm just like, hey man,
that's a different level of OCD, baby.
That is some betting OCD. No, I am very like, man, I'm just going to put a unit on and look, I don't care if it pays out a whole unit or not. Like, I know I'm going to make money on it. So I'll just take the money. I'll take the money.
Usually. But with these -185s and when it gets closer to that, like I still play those in soccer. And then I usually do up my bet just a little bit. But anyway, we can get into betting theory at some other point.
Totally. All right. Well, that is it. Those are our soccer picks for this weekend. Go check the schedules. Have some good sports still going on this summer. So you've reached the part of the show where we just kind of run it down. We're just going to run through our picks for you here quickly, and we let me get us pulled up here for all the YouTube viewers. Don't forget to follow us on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, wherever you get your podcasts, especially. We have a ton of exciting like football content, football content coming up. So we're excited to share that with you. All right. I will get us kicked off. I have a parlay of Jamaica and Canada on the money line in their respective games to get you to minus 114. Then I'm going to take Mexico to win straight up versus Costa Rica, and that's at a minus 175.
I am going to move us over to the Club World Cup, where I'm going to take Chelsea on the money line versus Flamenco. And then in the Euro under 21, I am going to take France on the money line, minus 150. So maybe we just take a little Mexico money line and Chelsea double chance as a third pick. But
Love it.
anyway.
I'm combining these into a frat boy parlay.
I know. That's what I was thinking about as I was looking at these numbers.
That sounds nice. All right. We'll talk to y'all later. Let's go make some money on some soccer this weekend.